Welcome to WtT. This is the show where we cut right through the hype to get you the news you can actually use.
All right, let's get right into it. So, how do you leak a top-secret AI model? Well, this story is about how one of the world's most advanced AIs got out into the wild. And, spoiler alert, it wasn't some shadowy figure in a hoodie. It was something, well, something a lot more common.
Yep, you got it. This wasn't some crazy, sophisticated cyber attack, no state-sponsored breach here. It was just a simple human error, a pretty common mistake that ended up exposing some really sensitive product plans from the AI company Anthropic. And because of that, we all got a surprise sneak peek at what they're working on.
Okay, so let's break down this accidental reveal. You've got to be wondering, what exactly happened here? I mean, how does a company that's literally on the cutting edge of AI make such a basic, fundamental error?
Get this, researchers found almost 3,000 of Anthropic's internal files just sitting out there, totally public. We're not talking small stuff either. This was draft blog posts, plans for a super exclusive CEO summit, and the real kicker, all the details of a brand new AI model.
So what was the root cause? It's almost shockingly simple. The company was using a pretty standard content management system, a CMS, for their blog. And the problem was just one little setting, public by default. It's a classic mistake, but in this case, a really costly one. Just a perfect example of human error.
All right, now for the juicy part. The biggest secret that came out of this whole mess was this brand new AI model. The leaked documents talk about it in some very specific and honestly, pretty impressive terms.
So up until this point, Anthropic's top-of-the-line models were what they called the Opus tier. But these leaked docs, they revealed a whole new level, codenamed Capybara. And it's positioned as being way bigger, more expensive, and a genuine step change in what it can do compared to their old best.
And you don't have to take my word for it. The company's own assessment is what's really striking here. I mean, the documents straight up say this new model scores dramatically higher on all kinds of tests, coding, reasoning, and, this is the important part, cybersecurity. Okay, this brings us to the cybersecurity dilemma. Because here's the thing. When you have an AI model that's this good at understanding and writing code, it's not just another useful tool for developers. No, it also creates a major, and frankly, a very new kind of risk.
The technical term for this is a dual-use technology, and that's a perfect description. Think of it like a master key for the entire internet. On one hand, it can help the good guys find and fix every weak lock in their systems, but it also gives the bad guys a perfect map to every single open door.
And this is really the core tension, right? The very same power that lets a defender find security holes and patch systems super fast can be totally weaponized by an attacker. It just lowers the bar for creating exploits and lets them scale up their attacks in a way we've never seen before.
In fact, Anthropic knows this better than anyone. They're so concerned about this risk that their plan, which we now know thanks to the leak, is to release this model to cybersecurity defenders first. They're essentially trying to give the good guys a head start before this thing gets out into the wider world. So look, this story is still developing and it has huge implications for the whole tech industry. If you're finding this breakdown useful and you want to stay on top of stories just like this one, now would be a fantastic time to like and subscribe to WtT. And definitely let us know what you think down in the comments.
Okay, let's get to what I think is the most important part of all this, the news you can use. So what can we learn from this? How does this whole incident translate into actual, practical advice for anyone who works in tech or cybersecurity?
The source material actually laid out 5 key steps, and these are really important. First, triage your AI findings. That means you treat what an AI finds as a high-priority lead, not the final word. A human still needs to check it. Second, harden your pipelines. You need more automated checks and human verification for any code an AI suggests, so it doesn't create new problems. Third, and this is the big one from this story, go audit all your systems for those risky default public settings. Just do it. Fourth, assume the bad guys are already using AI for recon, so you have to patch your most important vulnerabilities faster than ever. And finally, number 5, start practicing. Run your security drills, your red and blue team exercises, as if you're up against an AI-assisted attacker.
So where do we go from here? Look, this leak is really just the beginning. The ripple effects are what we all need to keep an eye on now, because this isn't just about one company's slip-up, it's about a fundamental shift in the entire security landscape.
So here's what to watch for. First, how exactly does Anthropic handle the official rollout? They're promising to be cautious and defender-focused, so let's see. Also, watch for new tools and guidance from the rest of the security industry as they scramble to adapt. And on a super practical level for you, be vigilant. Start monitoring your own services for more sophisticated automated probing, because that's going to be the clearest signal that this new era is already here.
And all this really leaves us with one big, lingering question, doesn't it? As AI gets better and better at finding flaws in our code, who's it really helping more? Is it the builders or is it the breakers? I mean, in this relentless race to build and innovate, a tool like this is amazing for finding our mistakes faster than ever. But as these models get exponentially more powerful, who actually wins? The people trying to build stronger digital walls, or the people who now have a super intelligent sledgehammer to tear them all down?